I'm just going straight over here. I think we might be safe if we go to labs. Well, I'm about to find out. I hope it's safe in here. Think so? So far. That's pretty good. I repeat, that is pretty good. Hooray. Alright, I'm pushing dropship. Give me that loot. I want loot. Nice.
Hello?
It better be gold body armor for me.
Oh, okay.
Shield bat. Nice. Yeah.
So let's check
All
in
right,
with our
what do I
field
got?
reporter,
Ooh, purple
Heidi
heavy
Watley,
mag,
who
needed
spoke
that.
earlier
Purple
with some
body
players
shield,
from both
yay.
sides
Needed
about
that.
what
1 by
it means
2.
for them to
Needed
be
that.
playing in the World Series.
Hemlock,
Heidi?
needed that.
Thanks, Matt.
Full
As you
barrel
might
stabilizer,
expect, these guys
barrel
were
stabilizer
beyond
on my
excited
hemlock.
to
That's
get this
pretty good.
World Series underway when I talked to them earlier. They absolutely dominated on their way here by sweeping the LCS in 4 games, and that has them feeling ultra confident about their chances in this fall classic. However, a number of players acknowledge that the guys in the other dugout
They should
are
make an
just as
album.
hungry for a world championship. So they know they are going to be
Tibbs's
tested
and
every step of
James's
the way in
greatest
this series.
hits. Featuring such classics as Guess Who's Getting Fellatio Tonight? Is it Yuri?
My cute little green Speedo. Or thong.
What a bounce back season it's been for the
It's gonna be the cover album, or the cover art.
In 2019, they enjoyed a terrific 2020 and are now in the World Series.
In the hot tub.
Number 1. Shortstop Carlos Correa.
Standing menacingly beside the hot tub.
I feel like I cut off the voice line. I want to hear it.
Oh, lag. Ooh, lag. Read, there's a prowler here. Reed doesn't even want that prowler. Is it a Kraber? Ow. Gypped.
So let's check in with our field reporter Heidi Watney, who spoke earlier with some players from both sides about what it means for them to be playing in the World Series. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. As you might expect, these guys were beyond excited to get this World Series underway when I talked to them earlier. They absolutely dominated on their way here by sweeping the LCS in 4 games, and that has them feeling ultra confident about their chances in this fall classic. However, a number of the players acknowledge that the guys in the other dugout are going to be just as hungry for a world championship. So they know they are going to be tested every step of the way in this series.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame. And with 2 away here in Game 1 of the World Series, let's give you a little refresher, of course, of the roads these 2 teams took to get where they are tonight. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. Previous history with German Marquez, 2 hits in 7 tries. And the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
What a bounce-back season it's been for the Colorado Rockies.
Gary?
After dropping 91 games in 2019, they enjoyed
Poke
a
your head
terrific 2020
there he
and are
goes.
now in the World Series.
44 on him.
Ball, that's in.
He's gone. That man bolted. That was a lifeline package. That's probably where his friends are.
Nope. 3 balls.
Are you getting lagged too, or is that just me?
And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have
death totem.
a 2-out base runner here after all.
Shot it down.
Now batting.
From the stretch.
The catcher.
Martin Maldonado is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. And he's way off balance with the swing there.
I know this guy has a lot of weapons on the mound.
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it.
Leading off for the Rockies, the first baseman, Daniel Murphy.
Get honked.
The 1-0 home. Liner toward right center.
Ow.
Is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, second baseman,
Here's Ryan
Ryan
now. Reached base for the walk in his first plate appearance. Launched to right field and deep. Brantley going back. And the track gone into the home bullpen for a home run.
Hanging slider. A lot of power swing.
A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series, and the Rockies are out to a 1-0 lead.
Chorky Horky.
We were wondering who was going to strike first with the long ball. What a moment for him right here. Home run in the World Series. No one can ever take that away from him.
Now batting, catcher, Drew Butera.
Now, do you mean like actually good, or like good like that lifeline we had?
Good like the lifeline.
Well, I mean, I don't mean that in an insulting way either. I mean, like, that lifeline wasn't bad. I'd say they carried their own weight. We just carried the majority of the weight.
Randy wants my purple body shield.
Like I said, there's 3 types of randoms. 4 types of randoms. There's good ones. Those are the very rare ones. Then there's a step down from that. There's like that lifeline. They weren't bad. They definitely weren't bad. Those are also rare, though. Not as rare as the good ones, but rarer. Then there's the 2 other ones. There's the terrible ones, which are the most common. And then almost the most common are the ones that drop solo and go to, say, Wraith Labs on their own and then DC when they immediately get killed.
I was going to say there's bad, there's terrible, there's sucks, and there's DC at the start of the game.
Up next for the Astros.
And Reed, giving a class for the good ones is like...
0-1's the count.
It's like when you're qualifying athletes, you don't give one class for Olympic and then another class for Usain Bolt. There's only one of them. There's only like 2 good rings that exist in the world. They don't get a class. They're anomalies.
Winning lottery tickets do exist.
Yeah, but they're not like, you can't check a box on the census lottery winner.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to check a box somewhere when you win the lottery.
Right. You're supposed to file your taxes, but you don't get categorized as a lottery winner because there's not enough of them. Not enough good Randys in this game. And you just automatically get taxed after you win the lottery. Well, if you win a substantial amount.
Yeah, I had a friend that actually won $1 million off a scratch ticket, and he...
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, someone I know actually won $1 million off a scratch ticket. He's not even the first one. I know like an old man that did it like about 15 years ago, but someone like I'm friends with, like someone that's only like 2 or 3 years older than me, won $1 million on a scratch ticket, and
then used that money to start a business and is now with even more money.
No, they give you 2 options. You can either collect it, X amount over time,
a lump sum or an annuity.
Yeah, he took it all at once, so it was really about $630,000.
Right.
After taxes and all that. He bought a truck, paid it off, bought a house, paid it off, told 2 people that they could live with him if they paid rent, so, and I don't know if he's worked since then. This was like 2 years ago. He blew it all, I know that much. He has none left.
Why would he invest it?
He's a booze bag.
That's fair.
And,
It started like a collector's whiskey company.
And as far as I know, like I said, I don't know if he's worked since then. I know that he obviously generates income through the rent from the people living in his house.
Let's stay up here.
But it's not even like he bought like a big house, like an apartment complex building type house. He just bought a house that has like 3 bedrooms and said, hey, if you want a bedroom here, you can live here, just pay me this much a month. Support yourself for the food, and then...
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Yeah, we should set up here. Wait, are you serious? I'm getting up top. No! I'm going up here.
Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball.
Goodbye, Randall.
And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
I'll zip us up to the tippy top.
Now batting. That's shortstop. Trevor.
No, we gotta move, dude. Come here.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone.
Well, this is what makes this guy so hard to pitch to. He has that rare combination of speed and power. You don't want to walk him and have him get on first base.
He has to have won a game this offseason. Ooh.
Now batting. Charlie.
Nothing.
Blackman.
Popped him up. Maldonado.
Oh, well, we downed him.
2 down.
Nice.
Now batting. The third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Can you put some traps up here? Where's the climb up spot? Oh, right here. There should be one more. Oh, no, we should be good. That helps.
Stepping in, Jordan Alvarez.
Leading off for the Astros.
Oh, that's rude.
The left fielder, number 44.
Call me rude, boy. Can you get it up?
Yeah.
Oh, and a good tight slider.
No ball, 2 strikes.
This is drilled, but right into the ship. McMahon's got
I hope they do. That's a bad zip line, my dude.
The center fielder, number 4.
Oh, that's a good ult. Ow.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
Ow.
Hey, great job pounding the zone strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, you got to get ahead.
1-1.
Count leverage is a must.
Shot one off.
Hit hard to short, and that's through for a hit.
You know, D-Roll, there's been some great pitching in this one so far. After
The
that
first
knock,
baseman, number
that's
10.
only the third hit of the game, and we'll get later in this.
Ah, I'm dead. Goodbye.
Tip your hat to the opposition sometimes. This offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing their bats a little.
No, dude, I couldn't stop lagging that whole time. Couldn't hit anything.
Here's another 0-2.
Ball. Down.
Yeah.
Springer, base runner
And I
at first.
still did 952 damage.
Swing and a
Gobble.
miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
The batter,
Got him
number
with a
1.
good high fastball
Shortstop,
there.
Inside.
And we see a
Barlow.
lot of that pitch and strikeout
Correa.
situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what
One
makes
and
it
one.
such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing.
Ball,
to hit
that's
that
out.
you see that ball as a hitter, you think it can drive it, but it's really hard to
Cool.
get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Cool.
That's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far.
What's his
And that'll
party
bring
name?
up Alex
The third
Bregman.
baseman,
And
number
his
2.
guys are looking to
Alex.
erase
I think
that
it's
donut on the
self-explanatory.
scoreboard with a runner in
I
scoring position.
don't hear it.
Yeah, Matt, they've been
What
really
is
shut
it?
down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been
Are
able
you
to
sure?
string anything together.
Yeah, I'm not getting
Down
it, man.
runners at first and second.
Smoke straight
And
ripping.
it's fouled away.
Yeah. What does that mean?
Off the
It's
plate,
like
ball 1.
Ball 1 and
a
2.
rap song.
Well, he's throwing a lot of pitches in this one, but it's
Like
not
what
like he
rap song?
Like rap songs they talk about, like, you know, gold
only one
or
free pass to
diamond
this
straight.
point,
You're
but
like, yeah, my
there's-
diamond straight dripping. But instead of diamonds,
I never
it's
understood
smooth.
what that actually means. So
Because-
could you elaborate?
Pops this one up.
Yes, I can, because diamonds
And the
are referred to as ice. And so, if you, like, that's why they talk about, like, icing out your wrist, or getting iced out. That means you buy a whole bunch of diamond jewelry. And if you're dripping, well, when diamond, or when ice melts, it drips. So it's like, oh, your wrist is dripping, sir. It means you have a lot of diamonds on your wrist, and I acknowledge that.
And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch.
I got the count 1 and 2.
Oh, yeah. Kyle, what rank are you?
I got the count 2 and 2.
Silver 2.
Hey, Kyle.
Yep.
You gonna be okay?
You
You want me to spit in your mouth and lube up your throat?
My throat's straight dripping.
And it's gone. And still another.
Famous last words.
My throat's straight tripping.
Solo home run there for David Dahl.
Oh no, I'm not
First
raised.
in the series, and the Rockies have now taken a 3-0 lead.
I was talking to James about that while you were gone too.
The first baseman, number 9.
Yeah, Dan, this doesn't
Daniel.
make sense. It's absolutely
Murphy.
Uh-huh.
The last place you want to be is in a batter's box, and this offensive team is driving balls out of the yard.
This is what crazy about the
Big boy
defense is.
squad.
You would think in these conditions it would be all in favor of the pitchers. That has been anything but the case so far in this
That
one.
too.
On the first,
fucked,
bounce
Verlander.
back
The
pitch
batter,
there.
number 24. Second baseman, Ryan
McMahon.
McMahon.
I love how I've only got 821 damage on my TV.
A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats
But
of
I
the ballgame.
fucking
He's out.
cleaned the house
There are
within
two
last
away
few
now.
games, the last few days I played them.
Now
Cover
batting,
your
catcher,
nippies. Here come the
Drew.
thickies.
Butera.
Two thumbs of
Scoring
zippy.
this one.
None of us are
Sent in the air
zippies.
out to straightaway central. On the
Speak
move
for
is
yourself.
Springer. He's there to track it down,
Okay.
and that'll end the inning. Ready once again, Martin
Leading off for
Maldonado.
Houston,
He's grounded
the
out and
catcher,
struck out in
Martin
his 2 trips to the plate.
Starting to
Maldonado.
run out of time. They
Your
haven't been able
attention,
to
please.
score any runs
Now
as
pitching
we're
for the
moving
Rockies.
late into this one.
Number
A perfect time
24.
for the leadoff guy.
In honor of
Trying
James, to show him that Caustic can drop air base and be
Swing
successful.
and a miss.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way
Speaking of James, so Kyle, James has a special outfit that he's going to wear while we're down there.
Yeah.
This was revealed to us by Tibbs against James's will.
Number 16.
Apparently, she got him
Turned on.
in her words, he looks so cute in this nice little green thong that she bought him from the sex shop.
Now batting.
I don't know if you're aware of this green thong, but
Coming over.
we are going to try and get James to wear that into the hot tub.
Uh-oh, I'm not zippy. I can't zip over. I gotta run. I gotta clap my thunder thighs together. Hold on.
He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game. 1, 2, 3, go the Astros.
I hear Spitfire.
Trail it here, 3
Now
to
pitching for
Here's
on to pitch
number
out
41.
the bottom half of the
Brad.
Help, 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 help,
I'm
help.
here.
He's gonna grab a bat here
Number
as he looks to
15.
try to set the table in the
Right
bottom of
ball.
the eighth. They look for some insurance.
Tapia.
A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will be just what the manager
Tuesday, I'm not gonna lie, I
ordered.
did
He's
not
off the
register
bench
that
with
you were
extra
the one
bases.
down next to me.
And he's going to get the second now with
You
nobody
thought
out.
it was someone else.
I guess I thought it
Now
was
batting.
you.
The
All those
center
interviews said watch out for
Dad.
Pathfinder. I didn't register that there was a Pathfinder on my asshole.
Woo.
Bounce to first. Gurriel scoops it up. And he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out. But
He
it's
needs
a
light
productive
weapons,
one as
or
the
light
runner
knives.
moves up
I'll
to
never
third.
expect it. Not me.
Now batting. The
And that
shortstop.
brings in the power
I'm
hitting
there.
shortstop Trevor Story.
Story.
2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw on to first.
He's
2
out.
gone.
Now batting. The right
The
fielder.
runner at third.
Charlie.
2 men are out. And in the bat
Blackman.
next, the big-time RBI man, Charlie Blackman. Hit back up
I
the middle.
wish.
And that's through into center field. Base hit. And to score the runner from third.
This is Isaac's box. Ow.
Now batting. Third baseman. Nolan.
Red
Arenado.
And then your offense gets it to 4, and you know that save situation's gone out the window. Don't tell me that.
He's out. The play's been made, and that retires the Sun.
Who's running heavy this game?
Your
Jairo
attention,
Diaz
please.
comes on from the pen, hoping
Now
to finish
pitching
this
for
one
the
off
Reed
here in
mine.
the top
It's
of the
gonna look kinda
ninth.
like,
Number
you know what, fuck it.
37.
I'm dropping
I got a light mag
flag.
here.
Delivery
No, I'm
on
just-
the way.
I
Diaz.
have one. I got a
Diaz
purple.
features an absolute power slider,
Thank you.
and he uses it a lot. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement on that pitch.
You got the
Yeah,
tangle
This
with. I
is
dropped the
one of
stack
the
back there.
reasons why this guy is so hard to square up and get the barrel of that on.
Now batting. Left
Slider
fielder.
that he throws,
Jordan
it takes a sharp break
Alvarez.
down, and it's really hard to get the barrel on it. You'll see lots of swings and misses, and he
this
can
the
throw this
sign?
pitch 3-4 times in a row and still
The
make
center
it look
fielder.
bad.
Number 4.
Never
George.
expected.
First pitch to him. Tried to check it, and it's
We both got no shields right now.
Hey,
And
shield
this
set.
is swung on and missed.
No
So
ball,
now
2
they find
strikes.
themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Hey, he's
Count
got
is
excellent
1
stuff
and 2.
working
I'm
right
my
now.
own man.
Somebody
Find my own
has to
shield
be
cells.
adjustment. You see
Oh,
a
never mind.
lot of late
Choose you, take 'em
swings.
back.
No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
Crowd of over 39,000. on
I
their
don't
feet.
need no man,
Struck
ain't
him
not
out.
no.
Houston, good night. So first blood has been drawn in this World
Hey there,
Series.
baby.
You guys, what have we learned?
Well, in terms of
Kill
what
cells.
shape this series is going to take, that really rides on the Game 2 result. If they can do it again tomorrow and go up 2-0, they'll become heavy favorites to raise the
Honk, honk.
trophy. But we could also be heading into Game 3 at a new
Sounds like it
venue,
said heavy.
even at 1 apiece. So
Let me know
really,
if you find
know
a
lot
shotty
more
gun
after
bolt.
Game 2.
A shotty gun bolt. A shotty gun bolt. Cause I would like shotty gun bolt for my shotty gun.
Who's
Uh-oh.
got scanned from Outback?
I'll trap it up. They'll never expect it. I'm gonna go put something on the bottom really quickly.
They're setting up for to open this door on me. Yeah, open that fucking door, baby. Hey, Watson, you want to set up some fences?
So the Rockies talked to our own Heidi Watney before the game. Heidi, what's the state of this team headed into this upcoming game 2?
Matt, there's no doubt they're riding high.
I'm feeling a bunker game.
In game 1, but that doesn't have these players.
They got a caustic trap around the door. I don't know where it is.
Or the rest of the series. Sure, it's nice to get the first of 4 wins out of the way, but many players told me they have to bring the same level of focus.
Open the door real quick. Just find the gas.
More traps for the bottom.
Did they leave? They left. Oh, that's a peacekeeper. I bet that's them.
What makes you say that? Woo. Nice try, idiot.
Oh, that broke my gun shield.
Nice try, idiots. Ow, rude.
He's one shot. Choose to get him.
Phoenixing.
I don't have my dome. Ooh, 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 ooh.
We need to go inside.
1 second. Stay behind cover. Stay behind cover. Yuri, I need you to suppress them.
Working on it.
I have 0 cells. I can't get you, man. They literally had every bit of loot I needed. Fall back, Yuri. Got the Wraith down.
They're behind us as well.
I'm down. Push in here and get me. Push in here and get me.
I'm coming.
Reed, listen to me. I'm retarded. In this room, buddy! Don't fucking thirst the down guy!
I didn't realize he was down!
I told you to come in and get me. You said I'm coming. What did...
There was a... On my screen, there appeared to be a caustic waiting in a corner.
Yeah, because you had him on your threat detector. You're not used to playing caustic, are you?
I did not have him on my threat detector. He was in his own gas.
No. Your and other caustic gases operate as threat detectors for caustic.
Oh. Well, yes,
I saw his passive.
Yes, I saw the man, and I thought the man was crouched. I didn't realize he was downed, and what I did not want to do was res you and have some guy who was crouched in another room come in and go pop.
Figure. Ready up, Choosy. Yeah, dude, I never got... Choosy gave me all the shield cells I had that game. The one guy we killed, spicy. 8 syringes only. Honk.
Train loot. Yes, brother? Yes, brother? You having fun? Mid-car.
Front cart loot. Get out of my bin.
Ha. Huh. That a wipe?
Uh-huh.
Yay. I'm P20. Thanks, Kyle. Thanks
Welcome,
for
dude.
paying the most, Sam. You bully. I'm going down to thermal station. Wow, look at this circle.
Honk. Don't forget to ping energy for me.
Okay. Thanks, Choosy.
Anybody need heavy? Thank you. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Fuck
This is
that.
cancer. Uh-oh, someone just hit my gas.
That's pretty good. Up top.
Give me that loot. Loot, loot, loot.
Loot. They're really an extra.
Oh no, it just dropped a gold. I swapped my purple out for it.
Nerd.
Give me one
Anybody
sec,
need
Kyle.
syringes?
I am as well.
Alright, throw them into the fire.
Alright, everyone, back in the pile.
Wait a minute. I just dropped all those. I haven't even healed yet. I'm good at this game.
Nice.
No, I just dropped 6. Hey.
Come on, dude.
Where the fuck is a P20 at, dude? Is that a P20 right there? Yes, it is.
Oh, I dropped one. Hold on.
I don't want yours. I already found one.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. It ain't gold, but it's a P20 with hammers.
Nice.
Do you want it? That's what I'm saying. Do you want it? Okay.
Leading off for the Astros, the shortstop,
especially since their opponent is going to be hungrier for a win here tonight.
Strike one to start the at-bat.
What was James's thing?
88 on a
James, what was James's thing?
The green thong?
Inside that one.
Wait, what?
wasn't all that bad.
So earlier, Tibbs came on, like in the background of James's mic, and was like, I want you to wear this. And I was like, what is it? He's like, nope, doesn't matter what it is. And then she's like, I'll tell him if you won't. So he's like, it's underwear, and I'll leave it at that. And eventually she came up and was like, it's this green little thong I got him at the sex shop. It's so, and then she was messaging me too on Facebook about it. She's like, it's so, he looks so cute in it. So I'm gonna talk to Tibbs and hopefully we can try to arrange something where he ends up wearing that in the hot tub.
Bring that. You're 200 meters away. Give you some light ammo for it.
I got the count 0-2.
Classic case of the front shoulder flying open on that off speed. Needs to stay compact and stay in the big
Oh my God! How do you miss that?
Ping, sniper ammo.
Like this?
Wait, Kyle's over here. I got 30 energy.
Martin, Maldonado.
But I have to ask you, Dan.
No, I got a 2 to 4. I'm good.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Rockies. Number 37, Tyro Diaz.
Okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. Slow roller down the third base.
I'm running a charge rifle.
This will wind up foul. Still 0-2.
I don't need 510. You realize? You reckon?
Fouled off.
I reckon you don't.
You think 480 is enough?
I reckon it is.
Still no balls and 2 strikes.
I'm looting right up here, then I'm running back.
Fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there.
Your attention, please.
It's, yeah, Yuri already hit.
Number 16,
There's a care package. Yuri's always hit. Because he's holding a gold helmet on a hostage instead of on the gibby.
Instead of on what?
Instead of on the gibby.
Now pitching
Right,
for the
because that way I can get gas traps faster.
Number 51, Austin.
Wait, what's that? Oh, I don't need that. Oh, that's mine.
Anyone want a purple extendo heavy mag?
Sure.
I need a thunder shot. I need shields. And any sort of higher healings.
Now
Thank
batting,
you.
the right fielder, Charlie.
I don't
Rock
need to.
man.
I'll take that in battery though.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder giving chase. He can't
Oh my
get
God,
there,
the
and it
rings
bounces
here.
over
Again.
the wall. It's a ground
Now
ball.
batting, third baseman,
We'll push up
Nolan.
and show and fight whoever comes in.
Arenado.
Had some spring on it, and it
Wait, let's get up in this thingy. Hold on.
double puts him on second base without having to leg it
You
out.
can be up there later.
Nolan Arenado is in now as he watches a
What?
pitch for ball 1.
Charge
You be there right
Sharply on the ground.
Ow!
And that's through into left, a base hit.
I barely have
Ball
shields,
throw
my
to
dude.
the plate.
I just now gotta stop.
Tag, but it's
Let's
go.
at the plate as he scores to make it 4-2.
Boy,
Now
this guy's
batting,
having a great
the left
game here
fielder,
so far, D-Roy.
David.
Home run earlier tonight.
Shaw.
That base hit right there drives
Say solo shot for Dalton.
in his third run batted
Susie
into
just gave me a
the
battery and I had 4 cells before that.
rhythm and timing.
So you have 4 cells, 1 bat?
Pitchers wind up.
Now I have
That's exactly
10
been
cells
the
in the
case
bat.
today.
Come here.
He not only
Let
makes
Daddy
the
give you a
net
bat.
Now I have 12 cells and 2 bats.
Oh, never mind.
Liner toward
A
right
lot of
center.
bats.
And this is going to split the fairway and head out toward the rock pile for extra bases.
David Dahl's postseason MVP.
And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
6 shield cells just
Yeah,
in
some
those
guys have the
2 buildings.
ability to rise to the
Now
occasion,
batting.
while some guys
The
shoot
first
the play
baseman.
when it matters the most. Well,
Daniel.
this guy
Yeah.
is a gamer.
Murphy.
He's been on fire since the postseason started, and after that hit, it looks
He's
like
out.
he doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Alright, let's get back
The
up.
batter number
Ryan McMahon
24,
now. 0 for
second
2
baseman,
so far in this one.
Ryan
Heading in, harvester.
McMahon.
They're EMPing up here at this little shit. And they just res right
They're
here.
going to give him the intention
They
of
got
walk
top.
here, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone.
Now batting, catcher, Drew Butera.
Juiced now with 2 away. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Brantley is there to make the catch, and they'll escape. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Leading off for the
On the
Astros,
stretch, here's the pitch.
the
My
second
ult on the
baseman,
building.
Jose
Maisu.
Altuve.
Late decision to
No
swing
ball,
that time.
2 strikes.
As a result, it's 0-2.
Hey, he's got excellent
Kyle!
stuff working right now.
Get home,
Somebody
bitch.
has to make an adjustment. A lot of late swings.
just cost me
No
that
one's
kill,
getting the
dude.
front foot
I'm
down.
so upset.
No one's getting a barrel to the base.
And he'll pull into second here with
Got
nobody
him.
out.
That's what you call a clutch.
He's got a red shield.
Down 2 runs.
Now batting,
Ring is closing.
the right fielder,
Oh,
And
that's the
Michael
tag.
run to the plate.
Brantley.
We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Oh, was he going? Yeah, he went in. Okay.
Ring is closing. Let's go.
Foul territory back behind third. There to make the catch is
Let's go.
Arenado for the first
You
down.
can go around the
The
right
left
if we need to.
fielder,
It's only
number
taking 5s.
44.
Now
Yordan
Yordan
Alvarez.
singled his last time up.
Train's
Go
also
there.
coming right through right now.
Yeah, they take another single.
Back up
right
here.
here.
Back up and hop on the
Base
train.
coach is dying to wave his arms.
So, someone behind
I
us.
wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard
Got him.
through the infield. He's going to wave him.
Yeah, I hit him for 1 bullet, my
Breaking
dude.
ball called just a bit
Maisu.
low.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like.
Hold on now, that ball is down and could score a run. Now this gets all the way to the wall. As he arrives at second without a play, as they also push across his
Oh,
score
that's
to
score.
Up
make
next
it a
for the Astros.
one-run game.
The center fielder, George Springer.
So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice
Oh, right
job.
below us.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up. when
Ladies
you're
and
given
gentlemen,
a chance, and
your
he doesn't
attention,
try
please.
to do too much right here.
Now
He
pitching
just
for the
takes
Rockies.
what's there. Safely
Number
in second, and
45.
his buddy is high-fiving
Let's take it.
teammates in the dugout.
Scott
Actually, it's second ring.
Over.
Fuck
on
that.
the pitch here with one man gone in the top.
Ow,
You've
I
got to
got
be kidding.
Fuck that shit. Come run over here.
Thank you.
This ring is like any of the others. It's gonna close
George Springer,
on.
the
I want to
next
get a
hitter.
house. Yeah, let's do that.
Oh, one's the count.
Missed for strike one.
Cost.
Got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
No.
Swing and
Count.
miss, and he's in the
0-2.
hole 0-2 now.
Aggressive swings out of him
Is
to
there
start
energy
this
ammo there?
at bat, but he hasn't been able to put the ball in play. Time to
Someone's
use
behind
that
me.
aggressiveness and make him chase now.
So he sets him down swinging. George
The batter,
Springer
number
down
1,
for out number
shortstop,
2 in the top.
Carlos.
Trying to hold
Gas
the
traps on the
lead. Here's
doors.
the delivery.
Except for the back entrance.
It's exactly what you want
There's
out of a
heat somewhere
bullpen
over
arm. It's a rare occasion
he's out-
that
he's
anyone
out here
squares him up. He doesn't give up a lot of hits, and when he does, they're almost always kept in the yard.
Sup, nerd?
Matty V, there are 2 keys to being a good relief pitcher, and always remember these. 1, limit the base on balls. 2, keep the ball in the ballpark. You can't defend it.
And we'll have
Nice.
to leave it there as this is strike 3. Chris Davinsky gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home
Can you
seventh.
res me really
Your
quickly?
attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Rockies. Number 15. Rival.
The other one called off the
Sophia.
map, so his loot's trapped unless you can portal down to it later.
Hit out toward
Right.
second. Altuve from deep in the hole. And the off-balance
that
throw
Eva
beats
doing
him
what
at
Eva's actually
first,
doing
and
really
that's
well?
a tough play.
I need a med kit.
Now batting, the center fielder,
So the lineup flips over
Dad.
and digging in.
What
Sam
am I
Hilliard,
Hilliard.
over 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Swing and a miss at a first
0-1.
base
That guy
changeup,
kept his
nothing
energy
more.
ammo after
And
dropping
the
his
Astros
away.
I'm
have
still
somebody
lagging
up
my
in the
nuts off.
bullpen as a right-hander
Really
is
surprised he
starting
didn't
to
get pushed
warm
right
up
there.
out there.
Me too. Good work, squad.
Behind 0-2 now.
Uh-oh. Goyle,
Oh,
goyle,
my
goyle,
dome was
goyle.
not. Yep, my dome was not on cooldown.
Nothing
That's a
in
red
2
Evo.
count, and the pitch.
Suppress them, please.
Working on it.
Oh, they're getting team fight.
Next 0-2 pitch.
Outside.
No,
Outside.
fuck!
4 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Rockies so far.
You're getting rezzed.
Got him. And that's the third time.
Oh my God, there's a beacon right here. There's no way on
The bat. The shortstop. Trevor Story.
Just off the outside, and it's 1-0.
Jump tower and care package.
And this will be swung on and bounced on the ground to second. And there's his first base hit in this one.
Now batting, right fielder, Charlie Blackman.
Here's Charlie Blackman now. As he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
I don't know why I have my full loadout back already. This is dumb.
Nope. Like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
All right.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard.
And he turns on one, sending it
That's so
high
rude.
to right. Now this will rattle up against the wall. The runner from first crosses the plate. Now a 5-3 game.
No, don't use it. Don't use it. Don't use it.
That's
Stop.
a huge insurance run.
Now batting,
Has to feel
third
good as a
baseman,
hitter right there.
Nolan
Not only get a ribby,
Arenado.
give the team a little bit of breathing.
It does, and it makes your pitcher
Nope.
go out there with a little bit more
Today,
free
son.
and easy frame of mind instead of going in a 1-1 game where
Is that a
every
Kraber?
pitch is so
I
important.
think that was a
You're one
Kraber.
pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Oh no.
Springer
It's a death.
is under it, and he makes the catch.
I'm gonna trap this. Hold on.
Your
Carlos
attention,
Estevez
please.
been summoned from the bullpen
Now
as he'll
pitching
do
for
so
the
to start
Rockies.
the 8th.
Number 54,
All set for the
Carlos
start of the inning. And that'll bring up the
Estevez.
former first-rounder
Stupid charge
Alex
rifle in
Bregman.
this small of a
He's
ring.
working on a 1-for-3
There's
thus
an
far.
all-star on the ground that doesn't
That'll stay
require
in the park
attachments.
as it's off the left field wall. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll
You really
reach
not gonna
here
score?
with a 2-base hit.
the first baseman, number
Oh
10.
yeah.
Now the Cuban
Are you?
Gurriel.
It took a second to process. Shut up.
Swing and a miss
got
at
the
a
count
slider
0
for
and
a
2.
strike.
I know that feeling.
Also,
Played
doubling up
14
gas
years
traps
in
is
the
just a
big
waste.
leagues and still can't hit a slider.
I know, but I got nowhere else to put some.
Maybe in the center of the ring?
Shut up.
Here comes the first pitch.
Now batting,
Man, I love
Catch
watching
learning.
him
Martinez.
back and blow smoke
Maldonado.
by a guy at the letters.
Hurt.
That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally,
0-2 is the
watching
count.
hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Ready on 0-2. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the
Ladies
game.
and gentlemen,
Kyle
your
Tucker
attention,
come
please.
on to pinch hit here in a
Pinch hitting
big
for the
spot.
Astros.
And he
Number
pours
30,
this one into the letter.
Kyle Tucker.
He's a guy that can really pick him up and put him down, if you will. He's a plus runner and really uses speed to his advantage in multiple ways on the field.
Yeah, and it works for him. It works for him in a lot of ways, like you said.
Do you have your ult?
Matty. Hits the
Yeah.
ball on the ground. He has a potential.
Looking at a fastball
panic
to
it if you
end
can.
the inning.
No
One left for
promises.
Houston.
He's going to panic it right away.
Your
Amber
attention,
Valdez
please.
is on to pitch out of
Now
the
pitching
bullpen in
for
the
the
bottom half
Astros.
of the 8th.
Number 59,
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for
Get
him
into the
as
back
we
room.
begin
For the
their
Rockies.
Into the back room.
The left
fastball
fielder.
right
Get into the
back
back
to
room.
mound.
David.
Climb up on top of this shit.
Flip
Go.
out first to record the out.
This is the back room.
Yep.
the first baseman,
You
number
climb up on the
9,
top of the
Daniel
No.
Murphy.
Climb up that stone with us.
Right, here's the first pitch. Hit sharply on the
Climb
ground.
up everything right there.
Altuve has it.
Yep.
Throw gets him 2 down.
There's no way. This
The
is
batter, number
Stepping in,
24,
Ryan
You can get
McMahon.
second
on top of it,
baseman,
get out of this ring, too, but
Ryan.
I'm not going to try and teach you that right now.
McMahon.
Shift here, now the pitch.
Oh,
Takes strike one,
oh.
fastball,
You
ready
can't
to
get hit
bring
up
it
top at
90.
all.
I know, but I can hear it. It's
That's one of those
spooky.
pitches you just float over the plate. 99% of the time, the batter is taking at least the first pitch after 2 straight 1 pitch.
He's out. We'll have to leave it there as the play. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Jose
Lead off for the
Altuve.
Astros.
He's the one to start
The
off
second
the 9th inning.
He's still in range.
In danger of going down.
You have to get
two
out
games
there,
to
you're
none.
dead.
They can't rally.
Now pitching for
Wait,
the
he's really
Rockies.
coming in?
Comes on from the pen.
Number
He's inside.
39.
He's already
One
inside.
off here in the top of the
Kirby.
ninth.
That's out.
A ball and a strike
Yay.
to Houston's
Good shooting,
leadoff
Tex.
batter.
Thanks, Tex.
Two balls
Okay, you're there now.
Jose Altuve.
Huh.
On a good pitch there.
I got to count 2 and 2.
Shoot your ass. Shoot
It's 2 and 2 now.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this
Can't use my abilities. I'm silenced.
I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and
That's how you're old. No,
Can't.
don't.
The batter, the right
So it
fielder,
was a strikeout
Michael
swinging. Jose
Brantley.
Altuve becomes the first out of the inning.
Don't do it.
Michael
Don't do it.
Brantley at the plate
Unless they
now
all
is
push you.
quickly behind 0-1. And he strikes him out as well. So making back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the
I don't like my health.
Ball one.
Jordan.
Stands in
Ball
the
one, no strike.
1 here. The 1-0 is a fastball,
Ball,
then off
inside.
the plate for a ball.
You need to go. You need to go, dude.
Ball, that's out.
Wide to the mark, ball 3.
Well, this is a
No!
4, that bit's
outside.
low.
The last thing you want to do is walk a guy and bring the tying run to the plate.
The center fielder,
Oh, I was gonna trap up the outside. I thought they were all gonna be in there.
High and deep to right center. After it is
I should have just stayed in the corner.
next catch, and that's the ball game.
Ooh.
I dead ass thought they were all inside.
Did you like my one?
World Series championship, guys.
Yeah, another impressive win puts them up 2-0 as this fall classic will shift
That was pretty good,
to a new
dude.
venue now. They will certainly enjoy their day of rest before they have to gear it up again for Game 3.
And on the
Why did I have
losing
to
end
get
of
shit
this
on
one,
so
how
hard?
about the
Twice.
Astros?
Man, they're facing some long odds to win 4 or 5 now, Matty V. But they could just grind out a win in Game
Literally
3.
got burnt
the math
down,
would start to look a little
got
bit
res,
better.
got
I
all
look
my
for them to
shit,
gather themselves
and then got
and to come
Krabered
out
immediately
swinging
after.
in the next couple of days.
and then got thirsted. Both times. Feels bad, man. Feels real bad.
Did someone say caustic round 2?
No.
I
nobody
see
did.
why James liked playing him so much. He's just... he's so griefy.
Mm-hmm.
And all you do with caustic is upset people.
Grief isn't even the fully right term there.
Let's go
is
down
that
to
the
the
same
field
spot?
with Heidi Watney for
No.
a report on
Later
what she
on.
took away from her talks with the players. Heidi?
Crowd control is
Matt,
what
they've
you're
started strong in
looking
this
at.
World Series, jumping to a commanding
Yeah.
2-0 lead, with the series now shifting to a new ballpark. When I asked these
Leading
players
off
for
for
their
the Rockies,
outlook on Game 3,
the
they
shortstop.
People
emphasized not
Trevor
underestimating
don't
their opponent.
get crowd
As one
control for
player
this
put
part.
it, we've got to be prepared
Making
for
it
a
solos
counterpunch.
game mode?
Our opponents had a day to
It was
brew on
pure
games 1
cancer.
and 2,
Oh
and
my
I
God.
guarantee
Anybody
they're
that
gonna
had
come out
CC
ready to go
abilities
tonight.
immediately
We've got
won
to
the
stay
game.
aggressive and
The
try
right
to keep
field
them
Because you
on
could get
their
down to the
feet.
final ring where there's like 6
Darling.
people left alive.
Hey,
Also
some
is.
guys can handle
And then
the
it closes
postseason
down to a
lights,
little
and this
5x5
is obviously one
circle.
of them.
And you
Another
just
base hit.
throw any
Leading
sort of
off for the
CC
boys.
shit in
These
it.
guys had a
Like you could
monster
Watson up
postseason.
buildings, you could throw a caustic ult at the end circle, you
Here's
could
Charlie
giddy
Blackmon
bomb the
now.
last one.
Line
Hell, you could even
speared on a
octane
hop
people out of the
one
last circle.
there
Got
on
him.
the first to complete the double play.
Now batting,
No one
the
on
third
base
baseman,
for him after the double
Nolan.
play.
Do we have a hit? Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
that
Aldo.
Circle back,
really
please.
changed the complexion
Can I?
of this inning. It looked like the
Give you a
middle
thermite?
order was gonna have to
Okay.
Bullet to second base, a fine play. And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley. He'll get his
Leading
side
up for
started
the
in the
Astros,
inning. And Dan, so
the
far,
left
they've
fielder,
been stifled
Michael.
offensively
I've got a
since
select
the
fire.
first
Brantley.
inning.
Pretty good.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of
You
the
want?
gates and got hot right away.
Yeah.
I got one
Whatever
ball,
was
one
going
strike.
for
You want
them
a
pretty
scout
much
port
just
instead?
disappeared. We'll see if they
Yeah.
can wake it back up.
Rounded
Nice.
back up the middle. McMahon gathers it in, and there's one away.
Drop it, nerd.
Now batting,
So
the
striding
designated
in,
hitter,
Yordan Alvarez.
Yordan
Was a walk in his last start.
Alvarez.
Right there for strike one.
Where'd Scout go?
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters.
Oh my god, it's in the ground.
Let that pitch go by.
You betrayed me!
Strike, and now it's 0-2.
I swear to god. Look, there's even a double tap that popped off of it.
I've never been so betrayed.
Oh
Big curveball for the strike out there, and that came
By my own scout.
Now batting,
Enemies, I got no gun cause Kyle glitched mine off the map.
After they've seen a
Don't forget your double tap.
Only
Just get away from me. I don't want to double tap.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count.
Don't forget. It's like you just took the fattest bong rip. You're like, don't forget your double tap.
Don't forget your double tap, dude.
Leading off for the
Here.
Rockies, the left fielder,
It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him
Dahl.
to this point.
I still want it.
Hang on, this is
Oh
hit
my
deep into
God.
right center. This looks to have enough, and it does. A home run.
Why you gotta do me dirty, Kyle? What have I done to you that merits that?
Place is going absolutely bananas. Would you rather be
Quite honestly, nothing.
Hey, Yuri, you want to scout for that
Now
habit?
batting,
Who's that
the
voice?
first baseman.
I didn't say that I would give you the scout. I just said that I would drop it.
2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far.
Just because you needed it doesn't mean you got it.
Get scammed.
Just because you needed it. doesn't
And he gets a hold of this one again to deep
Just
right
because you earned
field.
it doesn't mean you get it.
It's my loot. Yeah, just because you. Oh, you
And
fucking
he made the
bitch.
catch. He took one out of the stand.
The batter,
Somebody.
number 4, second baseman,
spectacular catch right there.
Ryan.
A lot of guys are just behind that jumping. Because they're worried about the wall coming on.
Just got sonard.
Got it just right and hauled it in. Great stuff.
Out in front of it, strike 1.
Yeah, you did.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Line drive,
Where's he? Oh,
snagged
there he
on a
is.
short hop. Throw in
Make the
to
mistake.
first for route number 2.
I would like to retract my earlier statement.
Now batting,
Batting forward now
the designated
is the
hitter.
DH, Ian
honk it.
Desmond. He was sent
Desmond.
packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2
Count
strikes
1-0.
in this spot. Has to put the ball in
I'm
the
getting in the building with them.
Hard hit ball to second. And that's going to be a base hit here. For
Them some thirsty boys.
I guarantee you at release point, he wanted to pull this
Now
pitch
batting,
back. Change
the
up,
catcher,
middle of the plate,
Drew
usually gets
Butera.
deposited in the seats.
At the plate, Drew
Oh my
Butera.
fucking god, he's one shot, man.
Line to left field. Brent is there, and he'll make the catch to retire.
I'm coming back.
Yeah?
First pitch of the at-bat.
Leading up for the
Good time to kill me, first
the
me,
first
and loot
baseman,
me.
Yuli
He's so low.
Looks like he's just on cruise
Joey
control out
Hell.
there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is the tight one.
Wait, that's last?
Like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
You can't climb that directly.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger.
The batter, number 1,
He could have come
shortstop,
unglued, but he didn't.
Carlos
He stayed focused.
Correa.
Carlos Correa.
I got the count. 0-2.
Behind 0-2 now.
No, that's it.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Caustic's so good!
Continues. Just a total of 2 runs on the board. So
Now
both
batting,
starters
third
should
baseman,
feel really good about
Alex
their showings. If you love
Bregman.
good pitching,
Get
this has been
shunted.
the game for you.
He's lucky it's only a single back up the middle and not a double in the gap or a
The
home
right
run.
fielder, number
Pitches
30,
like that to show.
Kyle
Oh god.
Sucker.
Louis Picante, Kyle.
This should score 1, maybe 2. And the runner will score from second. And a relay home.
Hey.
He is in there.
Well, that's a huge base hit right there.
Now
We're
batting,
getting late into
the
this one,
catcher,
and that gives them the
Martin.
lead by 2. Yeah, that could be a backbreaker right there.
Maldonado.
We'll see how this one ends
Your
up.
attention,
Would have been
please.
nice to have had a scout.
Now pitching for Colorado,
Sure would have.
number 46,
Comes manager
Because
Bud
I watched you
Black
with that
out of the
sentinel.
dugout heading for the mound. And he's gonna motion for
We
his
all
bullpen
talk
here.
about
That'll do
that.
it for the starter tonight. So he'll wind up
Yeah, we
going
did.
to
It was
third,
awful.
and he's kept this
No,
ball
we
in to
don't.
this point, though he cannot
Shut
win the
up.
ball game.
I wish that game tracked accuracy like Call of Duty's used to. I would
Battle.
love
I'd
to
be at
see
the
what
second
Yuri's
baseman.
accuracy is.
Jose
Freaking 3%. Are you
Altuve.
Trying to
Because you
keep the
play
deficit
laying
right
down.
where it is, the pitch.
kidding me? No, I play lying down.
Looked like he was cheating. a
And you
heater
don't
right
get
there. A little bit
lied.
too
I know,
far
Reed.
out.
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that. In now, Sam Hilliard, who
Leading off for Colorado, the center fielder.
I nutted prematurely. I got blue sniper song. Blue sniper mag, that one.
Why did you have to say I nutted prematurely before saying that?
Because I did. Because I was looking at the Ludi ball in my head going.
Oh, so you blue ball.
Gone into the upper deck.
There's an old saying in the game that says solo homers won't kill you. This might be a good time for a mound visit right here. Trying to erase those
Up
negative
next for
thoughts
Colorado,
and get right back in the zone.
shortstop,
You still have the lead.
Trevor Story.
Oh, I just missed that one.
Springer has a read on it.
The batter, the right fielder.
Another team over there.
Charlie.
Oh, that was you.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch.
Ball one, no strike.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Swing, line, drive.
Yeah,
that's going to be trouble. On his way to second is Blackman. At second base with a one-out double.
Yeah, some guys have the ability to rise.
Now batting,
while some guys
the third
I'll miss you, Sentinel.
Nolan.
Well, this guy is a gamer.
Your
He's been
attention,
on
please.
fire since the postseason
Now pitching
started,
for
and
the
after that hit,
Astros.
it looks like he
Number
doesn't plan on
55.
stopping anytime soon.
Ryan
That'll bring in Nolan Arenado.
Presley.
Not much
Theoretically,
in the way
you
of
want
productivity from him so far. This ball's
I'm
down,
working
and
on
they
that
keep bringing
anymore,
a
so
run.
here you come back.
In there at the plate.
Why am I coming back?
We are all tied up now here in game 3.
Alright, I'll be back in a couple minutes.
That comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I'd say it's not easy.
This is the shit I like. Close games here. This is the game I would love to watch.
Under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that now in that big spot.
David Dahl comes on with one away as he
I
looks
got
at the
Gosling
ball.
on
It's
right now.
1-0.
Keep Bezos up there.
Hot shot on the ground is short.
Oh, David Dahl.
And he'll reach base again on his second
Gotta
base
be the
hit
MVP
game.
of the postseason,
with
and
that,
maybe the World
go-ahead
Series.
runs up to second now with only one away.
The first baseman, number 9,
Swing it like this,
Daniel
it doesn't matter. They bring in
Murphy.
a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do.
Yeah,
In today's day and age of
postseason
bullpen
Daniel
down
Murphy,
your
bring him back
throat,
one more
You
time.
very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in
Postseason
facing
record
guys out
holder.
of the bullpen,
We're gonna add
they're
to his
being taught
resume.
to
Let's
throw
go.
strikes early.
Okay.
They're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're
Got
jumping
by
all
him.
over.
Arenado over at second. Dahl is over at first with one away. And again a throw.
I don't want me taking that extra step at first.
The 1-0. On a rope to the second baseman.
now batting, second baseman,
Big spot
Ryan
here. First and second.
McMahon.
2 men gone. Ryan McMahon digs into bat next.
Oh, good curveball.
9-0-1. 3 runs, 10 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far.
McMahon!
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
An 8th inning lead,
Go-ahead
4-3.
run will score from second as they've taken the lead here in the late going.
now batting, the
Boy, those
designated
have to
hitter,
feel really good.
Ian
You get late in the game and come
Desmond.
up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground
That
ball.
falls, that's an RBI. That falls, that's an RBI.
Gets down. Let's see if they try to score. And
2-run
this will
lead.
score the run from second to make this a 5-3 game now.
Dan, that's a huge
Now
insurance
batting,
run right there. Has
the
to
catcher,
feel good as a hitter
Drew
right there. To not
Sarah.
only get him
Ladies
to
and
the
gentlemen,
top, to give
your
him
attention,
the
please.
It does,
Now
and it
pitching
makes your
for
pitcher
the
go out there
Astros,
with a little bit more free
number
and easy
41,
frame of mind instead of
Brad
going to a 1-1 game where every pitch is so
Peacock.
important. You're one pitch away from a
Damn, I
solo.
can't believe I got robbed of a home run
And
this
we'll leave
game,
it
too.
there as the
This is
play.
a fucking roller coaster of a game right here for game 3.
Here's Michael
Okay.
Brantley.
Leading up for the Astros, the left fielder, Michael Brantley.
Keep Estevez up, going up Kirby Yates.
He's set, here it comes.
2-run lead here in the 8th.
Nice strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Tying run stands on deck, but it only matters if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder on the run, but the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And
the batter,
the first out
the
of the
designated hitter,
Yordan
Alvarez.
Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
88 on a changeup? I remember when an 88-mile-an-hour fastball wasn't all that bad. Man, the game's
good-looking knockers behind him plate there. Kind of looks like the game.
Fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys.
The center fielder, number 4.
Nice
Joel
starter.
Bring her.
The count.
And I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
The count's 1-1.
Unable to find the zone with the slider. Lifetime in this matchup. He's hitless in 3 at-bats.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The count.
One pitch away from wrapping up a very good innings work out of the bullpen here.
High in the air out to center field.
I'm glad he got under that change a little bit too much.
And 8 outs have come and gone now as the inning is over.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for number 54, Roberto.
Sam Hilliard.
Oh, Judah.
And he, of course, has had one of the big blows in the contest so far. This was back in the 8th, as this solo shot proved to be a very important run in this ballgame.
Up next for Colorado,
Trevor
the
Story
shortstop.
steps in now.
Trevor Story.
He's set and the pitch.
Counts 1-0.
Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. That evens it up, 1-1.
Good cut. It's got a fastball, cutter, and
bases are empty, 1 man out.
Oh, slurve. Forgot about that. Change up.
And 2-1 in the 3rd as the count moves to 2-1 now.
I fucking hate this guy so much.
The Rockies shortstop in front with a 3-1 count.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Tucker waits on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Let me get the Arenado up one more time.
The right fielder,
digging
number
in,
19.
Charlie Blackmon.
Charlie
follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the
that looked like it was going to be a hanger and just stayed up 90 miles an hour. Too.
And that will end up a foul ball. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Nice, Blackmon. Go for 2 again.
Down and the inning will continue.
Blackman's been tearing it up. Another double for Charlie Blackmon.
Not in time. He's in there with a double.
This guy's having a big series in the postseason.
How about it? Third baseman.
Blackmon could be the World Series MVP.
Arenado.
Game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it.
Okay, bottom 9. We're up 2 again.
So here's Yuli
Yates, you're up.
Leading up for the Astros.
4, 5, and 6. 5, 6, 7. Not that it makes a difference. This lineup.
The first baseman, Yulieski. Gurriel.
Strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters.
I mean, the game 1 loss was big.
That's
or the game 1 was big. The game 2,
now batting.
that's a close game that we
The
wanted.
shortstop,
This game here, hit it, but the ball faced through his bat. That's kind of dumb. Let's see it again. Either way, like if we win this game here, like this is absolutely deflating. Not just because we're down 3-0, but the game that both teams have played here. Yeah. What is that bullshit? I'm mad at that, and it benefited me, but I'm still mad about that. I don't want that shit. Get out of here. I need to work on that, because, like, that's literally baseball right there. The hitbox for the ball and the bat. You know, like, that's a hit. I don't know if it's a foul ball, a base hit, a home run. I don't care what the fuck it is. If that's a home run, I'd rather give up the home run than get a strikeout on that. God, I can see that in real time from the camera, too. You can get Rob Manfred's signature on the ball. That's bullshit.
So next to swing the bat will be Carlos Correa. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty and strike one. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
I wonder how often that actually happens.
Right there. High 80s down to the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific.
But yeah, no, this is going to be such a deflating loss because not only does it put us up 3-0, but also, like, the game, the back and forth, we tie it, they take the lead, they have the lead, we tie it, and then we take the lead, they take the lead back, or whatever, you know, so on and so forth.
And he struck out again. That's the third time he's
third baseman number 2. Alex.
And that's on the outside corner for a strike. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. 2-run game, last of the ninth with 2 away. Last strike now for Houston.
Oh.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Watch his fingers. I didn't pick a slider this time. See if he does it first. The other two. It's kind of weird.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball
Rockies
game is
have
over.
3 games
So the
to
Rockies
none lead.
are 1 win away from a sweep of this fall classic, guys.
Yeah, it's been totally one-sided so far, Matt. A bit more of the same, and they'll be raising the trophy. It's all working for this team right now.
And on the losing end of this one, how about the Astros?
Well, here's the bad news. No team has ever come back from a 3-0 deficit to win a World Series. It's been done in the ALCS, so we know it's not impossible. But before they start entertaining miracles, they got to see if they can just win 1 game.
Okay. We're down 3-0, but we're up 3-0. We're down 3-0 in game 4, but we are up 3 games to none. Can this offense, the kings of the comeback all year long, the offense that was undeniable, can we do it one more time?
For a report on this club's outlook heading into Game 4, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, the overarching sentiment from this team is that tonight is the night. Talking with the players earlier, the sense of excitement in them was palpable. I didn't get a lot of that cliche talk about not looking ahead or treating this game like any other. No, they were adamant that they are ready to sweep this World Series and celebrate. We'll see if that confidence leads them to the pinnacle of the sport later this evening.
Leading off for the Rockies, the shortstop, Trevor Story.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. On the corner at the knee.
Paint job. Lance McCullers has
3
hits, no
now
runs.
some action out in the Houston bullpen as it
2-5.
appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Line toward the gap in left center. Springer is right there, 1 down.
The right
Into the box
number
now,
19.
Charlie Blackman. He
Charlie.
singled his last
This is going to be such a fun team on beginner later on.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Damn it, I wanted to be late on that, so I tried to go the other way.
In time to first, and there
Off
were
the
2
plate, it
away.
was perfect, and I was out in front. With a fastball.
Now batting,
And that'll
third
bring in
baseman,
Nolan Arenado.
Nolan
2 on his line thus
Arenado.
far. Lofted in the air.
Now
out
I go
toward
the other
right
way. I'm
center.
late on a fuck.
Tucker
What the
waits on
fuck
it.
just happened to my
That's
timing?
the third out.
I was way out in front of a
3 up, 3
fastball I wanted
down
to
for
sit on. I was late on a knuckle curve,
Bottom
but
of
I
the
didn't get a
sixth
shake
inning
on it.
now. At the plate,
Leading up for the Astros, the designated hitter, Yordan
Yeah, always frustrating.
Alvarez.
Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack.
Waiting on it is Dahl.
Senzatella.
Looks it into his glove, and
Senzatella. Whatever his name was, Antonio.
The batter,
This will be his last
the
inning.
center fielder,
pitch of the at-bat.
Joel
Clearly
Ringer.
off to his timing
0-1.
on that one, a
I'm doing
swinging
it
strike.
for some action. Hoping Marquise is rested
I got
up by
the count
tomorrow. I
for
figured,
0-2.
you
Now
know,
it's
he's
0-2.
gonna have a regular
Good breaking ball right there.
Regular
Good
rest. No, he's actually not
right
having regular
now,
rest.
0-2. He's getting deep into the outing, but his
Well, no,
slider's
yeah, he's
still
having
staying
regular
sharp.
rest because he would have
doesn't
had.
look at all like he's starting
the
to
first
get
off
tired.
day.
He
baseman,
looks
number
as good
10,
now as he did early on in the game.
Yulievsky.
Oh,
Good
that's
He had an
hell.
off day between games 2 and 3. So he's on a regular
A
rest.
ball and a
schedule.
strike that counts to
1-1.
the Astros' first baseman. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors in the ball game for the Astros to this point.
Curveball.
Gurriel behind a ball and 2 strikes.
Not
And
as
a
dominant
setback
as
on
his
the
game 4
changeup,
from
and
the
he did a
LCS.
good job to get the bat on that
He was
one.
amazing there.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2.
Getting low in the energy department too. So that he's a lot better anyways.
And
Inside,
this is
ball
2 and
2.
2.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played
That
this
was
game
hard
so
hit.
long, scrambling pitch after pitch.
Oh,
And
Good
the throw
scoop
to
out of the
first
dirt
is
there,
there.
Brandon.
The inning is over.
Okay, 5, 6, 7 to up.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder
Leading off for
David
the Rockies,
Dahl.
David Dahl is hitless in this
He
one.
blew
The
out
left
his first
fielder,
time around and then was a
David
strikeout victim
Dahl.
most recently.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as
I don't
we're
know why
moving
Power's
late
doing
into
that.
this one. A perfect time for this leadoff
Down
guy
3, I shouldn't
to
be
try
power
to
swing
get on
unless I
base
see
and
a hanging
ignite a
pitch and
route.
can process it early enough.
Up next for Colorado,
Here's Daniel Murphy now.
the first
Third
baseman,
trip to the plate for him here
Daniel
tonight. 0 for 2
Murphy.
at this point. And he misses
Inside,
inside
ball
of that
one.
one, ball
Right?
1.
I don't want to bump it, but I can focus on going the other way maybe. Sucks those Crawford boxes out there, jut out there.
And he gets around
Okay.
on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right.
That's postseason legend
This
Daniel
ball is
Murphy
gone.
breaking this one, getting
No
us on the board.
chance to make a play on that one.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows. Finally able to get this offense potentially going
We're
with
on the
one
board.
swing of the bat.
That's what we
Being
needed.
shut out all game, but not anymore.
now batting,
One more
second
shutout.
baseman,
Here's
Ryan
Ryan McMahon now.
McMahon.
Little
Damn.
chopper back to the mound.
He's low.
On to first.
He's
and now
out.
2 down.
And more shift on too. No, they didn't.
Up next for Colorado,
Standing in, Ian
the
Desmond.
designated hitter,
It was a flyout
Ian
for him in his last
Desmond.
trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Damn,
Grounder
another one.
back to the mound.
And he just got his glove to that one too.
On to the first
He's
baseman,
out.
Gurriel, and that will end the... Here's
Okay.
Carlos Correa now. Try and get something
Leading up
started
for
in
the
the whole half
Astros,
of the 7th.
the shortstop,
First pitch coming.
Carlos
Here it is.
Correa.
0-1's the
Free
count.
pitch from here till the end of the game, for the most part. And warm up. Nice Pezos and McGee. Yeah, Pezos and McGee, guys.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Cleveland gets into trouble.
Ball, that's out.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's
I got the
unbeatable.
count 1 and 2.
Ball and 2 strikes the count. Grounder down the line at third. And that's the
Oh.
first
Now I can say
down.
these all of my pitchers have pitched in this playoff run. At least once.
Up next for the Astros, the third baseman,
That
On
needs
its
to
Alex
be the joy.
Bregman.
Line drive to left.
You can all say they contributed
Dahl is in his tracks now as he
in
makes the
October,
catch for route number
not
2.
just regular season.
The right fielder, number 30,
Ready. Here's the first
Kyle
offering.
Tucker.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. Now Now in the box, Drew Butera. He leads off
Leading
their
off for
half of the
Colorado,
eighth, and they've been
the
unable
catcher,
to get that starter
Drew
out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound. Partly
Honestly,
due to the
part of
lead
me
his
wishes
guys gave him.
I should
Take
have,
some
like,
of
if
the
I had
pressure
control of
off.
his bullpen
He's taken that and pitched
and
very
like pitching,
effectively in this one.
who starts
Correa.
where? Part of me would have actually
Now
had
batting.
Freeland start
The
game
center fielder.
5
Stepping into the box,
Sam
in the event that we have to go
Hitless
6
in
and
this
7.
one, Dan, and he's not alone.
Well, he's not.
Hilliard doing it again.
Straightaway right field.
Oh my
He's gonna
God,
get
that was
outta
a
here.
blast. 1-run game again in the 8th. Having deja vu.
A solo shot here to straightaway right field. It's now a 3-2
And Hilliard
ball
says, "Hey,
game.
World Series MVP, I want to throw my
And that brings
name
power
in the
hitting
ring
shortstop
for
The
that
batter.
run."
Story.
The
Hit the ball
shortstop,
pretty well in his
Trevor
last at-bat, but it
Story.
resulted in a line.
Nope.
Good take, those tough.
Knuckle curve down below
I would have had
the
Freeland
knees,
start
1-0.
game 5. If we lose that, Erod 6. Save Marquis
Lofted
for
in the air
7.
out toward right center. Tucker is underneath this one, and that's out number 2.
I don't want to do Marquis 5.
the right fielder.
Or I would have done
number
Marquis
19,
4.
Charlie
Got a hit in
Blackman.
Marquis 4, rest him 5, off day 6, and use him again 7.
Right center. Here's the first pitch.
Get down, get down, get down.
Into center field, line drive base hit.
Probably chase off
This
the
guy's
guys there.
having a big series
Now
in the
batting.
postseason. It
The
looks
third
like to me
baseman,
that the moment
Nolan
isn't too big for him. He's
Arenado.
slowing the game
Your
down. He
attention,
looks
please.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now pitching for the Astros,
Right here, having a
number
huge
38.
series. Any big leaguer
Go.
Oh, my power swung.
mid-May,
But it'll get down for a hit.
when it gets cold outside means everything.
Oh my God, David Dahl. Oh my God, David Dahl.
We'll get a look at the side armor, Joe Smith.
If he
David
now
Dahl
if he does this, I
Let's
swear.
not much in the way of
David
productivity from him
Dahl.
so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Oh my God, David Dahl.
And deep into right center, and that is off the wall. And the runner will score from second. Now the relay home.
A 2-run
It's over
double
the
for
line. He
David
scores.
Dahl.
And they've taken the
A
lead here in game
4-3
4.
lead in the
Now
8th.
batting, the first
Score
baseman,
runs late in the game
Daniel
after being down by
Murphy.
1-0. That base hit drives in 2. That's a huge
David
base hit.
Dahl
What a
is
momentum.
1000%
What an
World
AB
Series
right there.
MVP
Now you gotta
and
grab
pretty
your
much
leather
100%
and go out and
postseason
flash some
MVP.
D for the boys.
Daniel Murphy steps in now. Line towards
David
center field.
fucking Dahl.
Will get there.
They're gonna build a
Puts it
statue
away.
of him outside Colorado.
Settling in
fear
now,
that
Martin
name.
Leading off
Maldonado.
for the
We'll see
Astros,
what he can do leading off
the
the
catcher,
In
home
all of
end.
Houston.
That's
Martin
Heinz called, and this could very well be the guy who
Maldonado.
I'm gonna Freeland face Maldonado.
First delivery to him on the way.
Give the guys in the pen a little bit longer to warm up.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Ran one in there as this is hit on the ground towards second. McMahon's got it, and there's one
He's
down
out.
now.
Now batting, the second
Running to
baseman,
the plate next will be
Jose
Jose Altuve. He's
Altuve.
working out 1-for-3
Your
thus
attention,
far.
please.
Here comes the first
Now
pitch.
pitching for
Heading
Colorado,
out towards shallow
number
right.
54,
Blackman is under
Carlos.
it.
That's a big outing
Makes the
too.
catch
At
for the
7.
second out.
I'm gonna have to go through the 3, 4, 5 if I get Brantley
the left
here.
fielder, number 23,
Here comes the first pitch.
Michael
I
Michael
need
Brantley.
insurance
Two away
Oh,
now
and
as he
1.
looks at a
If
called
I
strike one.
can get out of this.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits
90
on the
mile an
radar
hour
gun.
changeup.
Behind 0-2 now.
Shut him down,
Swung on,
Estevez.
missed, but they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Okay. Need
Set to
insurance.
start the
79.
ninth in this
Leading
one.
off for the
Out at
Rockies,
plate, Ryan
the
McMahon.
second
He
baseman,
was retired via
Ryan
ground ball last time
McMahon.
up. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Here's the 0-1.
Ooh.
Pulled toward right
I thought that
center
was gonna be a
field.
breaking pitch.
Springer has a read on it. And that's the first out of the inning.
now batting, the designated
Next will
hitter,
be the designated hitter, Ian Desmond.
Desmond.
He was a
Kirby
ground
Yates
out victim
is
last
gonna be an
time up.
interesting go-to
First
here in the
pitch
bottom of the
on
ninth.
its way. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Fielded cleanly.
Got
And
him.
the off-balance
Just came
throw
off the
beats
bag
him
to
at
me, sir,
first,
but
and
whatever.
That's a tough
Now
play.
batting.
I want to see, like, yeah, the throw beat him for sure, whatever. But this animation to me says he gets pulled off the bag. He's not on the bag. Like, look at his right shoe. That's not on the base. He is just literally not standing on the base, and you can see that clear as day from your position. The ball doesn't get in the glove till there. Where his foot is. His foot is not on the bag. Like, he's out by a mile, yeah, and I'm not, like, upset that he's called out. But, like, if this were reality, that would be looked at. Because, like, he's not on the bag. Let me move this thing. Let me zoom out. That's clear as day. Yeah, like, I don't know, that's dumb. Or whatever. Just keep going, not moving.
Swinging a ground ball to third.
Like, that's on the bag. Okay, here we go. Bottom of the ninth. A 1-run lead.
Ready now.
3, 4, 5, 2 up.
Leading up for the Astros, the designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for the Rockies.
He was the best closer in baseball in 2019. For the first half of 2020. When he came over here, he was still good, but he was not himself.
Well hit. Deep down
Get
the
foul.
right field
Get
line.
foul. Get foul. Get foul. Oh my God. I see that from a stationary point of view. Not too high. I literally don't see the ball. Let's try from here. Yeah, I don't see it. I literally cannot see the ball from here. Like, that is not even a foot from tying this game.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Seared down the first baseline.
This is the guy I've got to get.
Foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Ready with another 2-strike
count
offering.
is 1 and 2.
After multiple pitches will foul off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So
Oh my God.
Say, I'm going to throw him way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Swing and a
Made me
miss,
work
and
for
that'll
it.
get a groan
Big
from
strikeout
the
line.
home supporters here. 1 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Joel
Here 0 for 3 in the
That's a
Buzzer
ball.
or not.
first pitch.
Tracking some
Ball
nice
one, no
down
strike.
low, push back and deliver.
Ball and a strike.
That's
I
the
got a ball,
exact
1
spot
strike.
to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to
2
tip your
balls,
cap and
1
look
strike.
for the next one.
Count now at 2 and 1.
Yates since getting traded.
High in the air out to center field. Center
Get there,
fielder on
get there.
the run. He gets there and makes a
2 down in the
fine
ninth.
play for the second out.
the
Not
first
away from a
baseman,
4-game
number
sweep
10,
of the franchise's first ever World
Yuli
Series championship.
Gurriel.
Next up for the Stros, Yuli Gurriel. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. Oh, might not have been where he was hoping to put that pitch, but he somehow gets a swing on it anyway. Strike 1. Now he'll step off and rethink this. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to
I want
perhaps
to go
their
to this
final
for the last
strike
pitch.
of the evening. Last strike now for Houston. And a slider
1 ball,
in the dirt as he
2
lays
strikes.
off it for a ball. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the ninth. Struck him out, and it's over. They are World Series champions.
For the first time in franchise history, the Colorado Rockies are World Series champions.
World Series champions. The only thing that could have made this sweeter would have been doing it in front of the home crowd. But hey, they're not complaining, believe me. Now they can look forward to celebrating during the parade as they bring the World Series trophy home. What?
Back now on the show.
Okay, definitely 100% David Dahl's World Series MVP. There's not a doubt in my mind. Look at Kyle Freeland got the win. Good for him. He deserves it. He got shafted in the postseason. It's like that thing. You make one appearance in the entire postseason, but you win the World Series winning game. Plus 12 to the team affinity. We finished first in the NL West, an A+ grade of unbelievable with a 122-40 record, which plus the 11 in the postseason puts us at the first team to ever crack 130 wins postseason combined. I believe, like that. Yeah, it has to be. So 133 wins. Take a look at the standings here. Nothing surprising. Oh, I mean, the Diamondbacks being 90-game winners is a surprise. Giants losing 100 isn't. Padres, I'd expect. Yeah, that's about accurate, especially since they got rid of Kirby Yates. AL East, the only surprise here is these two. I figured the Blue Jays would be a little better than that, and the Red Sox would not be that bad. The Indians winning 100 surprises me. The Twins only barely breaking 500 surprises me. The White Sox, yeah, maybe. The West, the A's winning 100 games is a surprise. The Astros not winning the West and being out of it by 11 games is a surprise. I figured the Angels would be a little bit better than they are. The Rangers, it's about where I'd expect them. Rays, Astros, wild card is... Rays, yeah, I'd expect them the wild card. Astros, not so much. But the Twins to be 9 games back of the wild card is a surprise. The Mets winning the East, if they stay healthy, that's not too much of a shock. But the fact that the Braves finished 3rd is... I think the Nationals were a little bit of a surprise. And the Marlins were a surprise, too, finishing 9 games higher than the Phillies. The Phillies, a huge surprise. The Reds winning the Central is a huge surprise for me. I'm not surprised that these three had a solid run in the Central. The Brewers being that bad is a little bit of a surprise. And actually a big surprise. I figured they'd be at least 500 still. The Pirates losing 112 is no surprise. Yeah. So the wild card being Dodgers, Diamondbacks is kind of a surprise to see the Braves be 7.5 back in the wild card, and to see the Nationals. Actually, that's about right. But to see the Cubs a game back in the wild card, the Cardinals half game didn't make it. Kind of a surprise. But wait a minute, the Cardinals played 164 games. So it looks to me like we had ourselves some sort of tie for the Central, and then also a tie for the second wild card. And the Cubs were somehow in there too, because they played 163. I'm gonna have to look at that in franchise mode, if I can remember. Okay, so taking a look at our stats. Oh, actually, I'll do the player boost. I forgot. I will start with Garrett Hampson. Garrett Hampson was a regular one. Nolan Arenado was a regular one. Erod was through a trade. John Gray was a no-hitter opportunity, which I believe I got. So I had 4 player boosts. That's it. Taking a look at our stats. Starting with the pitchers. In the postseason, Jeff Hoffman. Ooh, wrong button. Jeff Hoffman pitched 1 inning. He struck out 2 guys. He made 1 appearance. James Pezos pitched an inning and 2/3. Struck out 2 guys. Didn't give up any runs. Jairo Diaz pitched 4 innings, struck out 5 guys. I'm going to go over to like here, so we can see the appearances here. Actually, I can see strikeouts here and whip up there, so I'll do this. No, I'll just stick over here, I guess. Scott Uber pitched 2 2/3, struck out 4 guys, no runs, no hits, no walks. Carlos Estevez, 4 2/3, struck out 11. Kirby Yates, 4 saves. He pitched 5 innings. He struck out 10. Jake McGee, 3 1/3. I actually am surprised I used him that much. He pitched 3 1/3 innings, struck out 7, and even got a win. Kyle Freeland pitched 1 1/3. He struck out 1 guy. got the win in the World Series. Game 4. Antonio Senzatella started 2 games for me, went 1-0. He pitched 13 innings, games 4 of the LCS and World Series. Struck out 19, whip of 5.4, and a 2.08 ERA. Tony Gonsolin pitched 4 2/3 innings, got 2 wins out of the bullpen, struck out 11, didn't give up any hits, walks, or runs. John Gray made 3 starts, game 3 of all 3 series. Went 2-0, 20 1/3 innings, 25 strikeouts, a 2.21 ERA, and a .79 whip. Pretty good. Herman Marquis started 3 games. He was a game 1 starter for all 3 series. Went 2-0, 19 innings, 30 strikeouts, a 1.89 ERA, and a .89 whip. Eduardo Rodriguez through the trade. Game 2 starter for all 3 series. 2-0, 18 1/3 innings pitched, 24 strikeouts, a 1.47 ERA, and a 1.04 whip. Pretty solid. Position players. Brendan Rodgers, 3 at-bats. He didn't do anything. Garrett Hampson, 18 at-bats. Hit 1 home run in the LDS, which I couldn't believe. So he got 2 RBIs. He scored 2 runs. Didn't steal any bases. But he had 2 hits. 1 was a home run. Tony Walters had 12 at-bats across 4 games. He scored 1 run on the base paths. Got 3 hits, 3 RBIs, no home runs, .250 average. Ryan Tapia was a go-to pinch hitter. He had 5 at-bats. He got 3 hits, scored 3 runs, 600 average. Pretty simple. Ian Desmond, pinch hitter against lefties. He would start against lefties, actually, and then be my DH in any AL games. So he had 22 at-bats, and in those 22 at-bats, he got 9 hits, 1 home run, 3 RBIs, and he scored 4 runs, 409 average. Drew Butera, I thought was doing a lot better than he did. I thought he was getting a lot of hits early on, but I guess not. He had 25 at-bats, scored 1 run, only got 3 hits, 3 RBIs, but a 120 average. Sam Hilliard was pretty much a surprise. He was clutching those last 2 games in games 3 and 4. 33 at-bats. He had 9 hits, 2 home runs, 2 RBIs, so he had 2 solo shots out of the leadoff spot, both in the 8th inning to make it a 1-run game in games 3 and 4. Scored 6 runs. Daniel Murphy, not really the postseason Daniel Murphy of old. He had 30 at-bats. He got 6 hits for a 200 average. Scored 4 runs, and he got 5 RBIs off 2 home runs. So of his 6 hits, 2 of them were home runs at least. So that was pretty good. Ryan McMahon kind of shined. 39 at-bats. He had 13 hits. He had 7 runs scored, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs for a .333 average, and he stole a base. Ryan McMahon, pretty solid. Nolan Arenado, I would say a little underwhelming for the postseason, but definitely still good. Definitely something you want to see out of one of your top guys. He had 45 at-bats. He had 13 hits, good for a .289 average, 3 home runs, 9 RBIs, and he scored 9 runs. Pretty solid. Charlie Blackmon, I'd say, is up there for postseason MVP. One of the nominations. I'd say he got it done in the World Series too. He just kept getting hits. In 49 at-bats, he had scored 10 runs, had 20 hits, 1 home run, 8 RBIs, stole a base, good for a .408 average, and I want to see how many doubles he had. He had 8 doubles. That's insane. So that's really good. Trevor Story, another guy, he was getting up there for postseason MVP, but then his World Series was a little bit average. At least from what I remember, he had 48 at-bats, 17 hits, 4 home runs, 10 RBIs for a .354 average. He scored 6 runs, but undoubtedly the postseason MVP, and most likely the World Series MVP, David fucking Dahl. 43 at-bats, he had 20 hits, a .465 postseason average, 7 home runs, 13 RBIs, 10 runs, slugging percentage of literally 1,000, 1.0, OPS of 1.465. I think he led the team in pretty much everything. Let's see. In runs, he tied for the most. In hits, tied for the most. In home runs, he had the most. RBIs, he had the most. Average, for guys that started, he had the most. On base percentage, again, for guys who started, he had the most. Slugging percentage, again, for guys who started, had the most. OPS, again, for guys who started, he had the most. And strikeouts. Ooh, he actually struck out 11 times. So he almost had the most. Doubles, he had 2. Triples, but total bases, he had the most. Like, he was just unbelievable. Just absolutely unbelievable. Okay, so we'll take a look now at the regular season stats starting for the pitchers. Jeff Hoffman says his overall went up to 68. Be potential 27-year-old starter for the first half of the year, then moved to the bullpen when the Erod trade went through. He wasn't doing too bad either, but he was the odd man out. He had the lowest overall, so he had to go. He's pitched in 35 games, 19 of which were starts. He went 6 and 7. He even got a save, 2 holds, 128 and a third innings pitched. Only gave up 61 runs, earned runs, excuse me. Struck out 119, good for an ERA of 4.28 and a 1.41 WHIP. That's your number 5 guy slash like your spot starter or like your 6th starter. You know, good for a WAR 2.1. That's okay. I'll take that. You know, 68 overall. The dude who's making 500,000. You know, he's still got plenty of years of arbitration left. Like, you're not really expecting much from him, especially considering you look at the rest of his numbers from his career. Like, that's good. I'll take that. James Pezos got his overall up to 75. Look at that mustache. It was kind of odd for me at the start of the year. He came around, pitched in 49 games. I don't remember him being with the Yankees at all. I mean, he barely pitched for the Yankees, but still. He went 8 and 3 out of the bullpen, 10 saves, 2 blown, 5 holds, 47 and a third innings pitched. He only gave up 9 earned runs. Struck out 57, a 1.71 ERA and a 1.04 WHIP, 1.3 WAR out of the bullpen. That is very good. That is very dependable. High K per 9. Walks per 9 is alright. Home run per 9 was low. His component ERA was 2.19. I don't know what that means. But either way. Like, not bad at all. I'm going to check my pitchers, how far they hit too, actually. Jeff Hoffman drove in a run. 207 average. Jairo Diaz got his overall up to 74. He was a guy I didn't really discover till later on in the season. I really liked his stuff. Good velocity, good break. Decent enough. Pitched in 61 games, though. The computer used him a lot. Got 5 wins, 1 loss, no saves, 1 blown save, 11 holds, 71 and a third innings pitched. Only gave up 21 earned. Struck out 93. 2.65 ERA. Good WHIP, 104. Good for a WAR of 1.5. Like, those are definitely acceptable numbers, especially, again, when you look at a guy like this. Look at the rest of his numbers from his career. His numbers weren't bad in 2015. Or his numbers were pretty good in 2015, excuse me. But he didn't make nearly as many appearances. Didn't do anything with the stick. Okay, Scott Uberg got his overall up. Overall didn't move, actually, so he was gold through and through. One of 2 main setup guys. He was my main setup guy / closer for the first until I got Kirby Yates. 43 appearances, 1 win, 2 losses, 6 saves, 4 blown, but 27 holds. Definitely good in the setup role. 40 and 2/3 innings pitched, only 8 earned runs. Struck out 56, a 1.77 ERA, and a .84 WHIP. Beautiful WHIP from Massachusetts. Love to see it. Good for a WAR 1.3. Definitely great. Look at these numbers. Walks per 9, home runs per 9. Definitely great. Definitely reliable. Definitely dependable. Nothing with the stick, whatever. Carlos Estevez, an all-star, got his overall up to 74. To me, he was great. Was the guy who mainly I wanted closing until I traded for a closer. He was an all-star this year, too, so that's cool. He got selected to the all-star team. 48 appearances, 6 wins, 1 loss, 6 saves, 1 blown, 14 holds, 53 and a third. The game didn't really like using him as a closer, but I certainly did. Only gave up 11 earned runs, struck out 53, a 1.86 ERA, and a .99 WHIP. Great, love to see it. 1.1 WAR. That's definitely amazing to see. And again, like, his home runs per 9 was low, so stuff like that is great. Then there's Kirby Yates. Kirby Yates is an interesting one here. Oh, I didn't see what Estevez did with the stick. Not that I expect anything, but you never know. Kirby Yates is an interesting one. His overall went down to 86. He's still diamond. He's still one of the top closers in this game. But I've never seen him regress. Anytime I've used him, like if I traded for him, I traded for him in Kansas City. I believe that was the first time I traded for him. And he was amazing, phenomenal, lights out. This was, on the other hand, the exact opposite. I traded for him. His ERA was 1 point something, and his whip was low. Like, I want to say it was below 1. His numbers just did not finish where you would want them to. For a guy as good as him, and I don't remember him pitching for New York in 2016. Actually, I very, very vaguely do. Hell, I even kind of vaguely remember him pitching in Tampa. Either way, so he came across, he made 50 appearances on the year, 2 wins, 3 losses, 34 saves, 5 blown to go with his 3 losses, 2 holds, 48 and a third innings pitched, gave up 17 earned runs, 9 home runs, struck out 63, a 3.17 ERA. That's not really what you want out of your closer, let alone a guy who's touted as one of the top, if not the top closer in baseball. Whip is okay, like, it could be better, but it's okay. 1.06, like, that's definitely fine. For a WAR of 0.5, you know, that's 2 whole points lower than last year. His Ks per 9 was still up there. His walks per 9 went up. His home runs per 9 went up a lot. And his fielding independent pitching went up a shit ton. Interesting to see, I guess. Yeah. And then not last out of the bullpen, Jake McGee. Jake McGee is an interesting one. I didn't expect much from him. His overall did go up a point. I think it was 69 to start the year. He got to 70. Decent stuff. I didn't use him too much, I don't believe, but again, he was pretty good. 40 games started, or not 40 started, 40 appearances. 3 wins, no losses, a save, a blown, 10 holds, 41 and a third innings pitched, exact same as last year. But he only gave up 9 runs. You know, he was good he struck out 45. He was good for an ERA of 1.96 and a 0.9 whip. That is, for a 0.6 WAR, that is very fucking good. Like, especially for a guy who's that low overall. Going on the tail end of his career. He's been around 9 years. He's 33 years old. I'll definitely take that. That was amazing to see. On to the starters, even though I do see one name up in there with the RP left. Kyle Freeland was my number 5 starter. I thought he was supposed to be better than this, but his overall still went up to 74. He made 32 starts. He went 18 and 3. Whoops, hold on before I forget. Yeah, I didn't think so. Freeland went 18 and 3. Pitched 213 and 1/3 innings pitched. That's a career high. Gave up 84 earned runs. That is a career high. 172 strikeouts. That's 1 away from tying his career high. Yeah, he had a great 2018. His 2019 wasn't bad. As a when you have your number 5 starter giving you an ERA of 3.54 and a 1.28 WHIP, and that high of a win percentage, 3.8 WAR, like, I'll take that. Definitely take that. He got 9 hits as a pitcher, drove in 4 runs too, so contributed with the stick a little bit. Antonio Senzatella. This is an interesting one for me. His overall went up to 74. This kid's got potential, but I figured he was going to be my number 5 starter. He was pretty good. It's kind of tailspin at the end of the year, but overall, 31 starts, 20 wins, 4 losses, 183 innings pitched. Gave up 83 runs, earned runs. Struck out 169, a 4.08 ERA, and a 1.42 WHIP. Even if he and Freeland were to switch and he was my number 5 starter, that's still okay. Like, I would take that from a number 5 starter. 2.9 WAR. Like, for a kid that's still kind of growing a little bit and developing, 74 overall, I would take that. Tony Gonsolin, I forgot that I traded for him from the Dodgers. Saw his overall go up to 75. I have no idea what his numbers were when he came across, but I needed that extra bullpen piece, and I always forget that I got him. And really, I didn't need that bullpen piece. I could have used another starter in the long haul, but whatever. I don't know what his numbers were for when he traded, but 55 appearances on the year. Oh, excuse me. 6-1 record. No saves, 1 blown, 7 holds. 74 1/3 innings pitched. 31 earned runs. Struck out 66. A 3.75 ERA and a 1.43 WHIP. It's alright. 0.4 WAR. It's alright. Not bad. It's alright. Then we got the big 3. I'll do John Gray first. John Gray saw his overall shoot all the way up to 88. He is a gold, or not a gold, he's a diamond starting pitcher who made 33 appearances, went 17 and 5, 229 and a third innings pitched, only gave up 73 earned runs, struck out 249 guys, had a 2.86 ERA and a 1.06 WHIP. Good for a WAR of 5.2. That is, I would think, Cy Young conversation, but not win. The strikeouts, the ERA, the WHIP, not bad. Definitely good. Great even. Pretty much ace material. Maybe you want the ERA to be a little bit lower, I guess, but really anything below 3 is already going to look good. I'm going to say Marquis for last. Eduardo Rodriguez is interesting to me. His overall went up to 89, so he's diamond. I don't know what his numbers were when we traded for him. I want to say his ERA was in the 4s. Either way, 35 starts, 18-8 on the season, 226 innings pitched is a career high. 94 earned runs is also a career high. But he struck out 262, which is a career high and also great. A 3.74 ERA is kind of high. 1.26 WHIP isn't bad. But for a guy that's going to be, for his overall, like, I think his numbers should be lower, but whatever. In a 5.7 WAR, like, he was worth the trade. He definitely was a good addition to my rotation. It's just weird to see his numbers be where they are to be a guy who's a 1 or 2 starter. Did he do anything with the bat? He drove in 2 RBIs, so that's cool. I didn't think I checked John Gray if he did anything with the bat. No, he didn't. He walked 12 times, which is kind of interesting. And then German Marquis, to me, is the best starter on my team. His overall went up to 88, so he went diamond, so we had 3 diamond starters. And he's only 25, so this kid's got a lot. I think he's gonna, get better with age. Let's see. First, I'll check his bat numbers, I guess. 9 RBIs, 12 hits, including a double. Not bad. Not bad at all. So his pitching numbers, though, he started 32 games, and he went 21-4. 233 2/3 innings pitched. He only gave up 66 earned runs. That's career low. Struck out 270. That's a career high. 2.54 ERA. 1.06 WHIP. Win percentage 840. A pitching WAR of 6.7. Like, that is, to me, that is MVP conversation top 3. I think John Gray deserves some nod. Like, he deserves some talk and honorable mention. But I think if anyone's winning Cy Young on this team, it is German Marquis. We'll check the position players now. Brendan Rodgers. Bench player, A potential. He's only 22 years old. Got his overall up to 68. Still got to develop if you ask me, but I think he's got it. 45 games he played. 41 hits. Only 4 home runs. Drove in 22 RBIs. 250 average. Nothing too special there. He's more of a pinch hitter than anything. A -0 WAR. So I guess his WAR was low enough that it was under 0, but high enough where it's not enough to be even 0.1. I guess. But yeah, not bad, I guess. I'll take it. He's a kid. Garrett Hampson. This one's a surprise to me. Garrett Hampson, 25 years old, A potential. Didn't realize how high his attributes got. 77 overall. He's almost about to be gold. And again, at 25 with A potential and doing this in 1 year, I think he's got even more potential. One thing I might do before I do my beginner run for each team is sim another year in franchise. Just to see how much some of these players grow and see what the computer does on its own with these teams. And in the offseason even. But let's see how he did. 104 games. He was... the game liked him and wanted him to start at second base. I would start him at second base only when we were facing left-handed pitchers without a DH. Or no, I'd start him like second base. Yeah, without a DH, because if there's a DH, I'd use Desmond at DH. So it means Murphy would go back in the lineup and McMahon would be at second. So he's still 104 games, 359 at bats. He got 99 hits, 27 home runs, 74 RBIs, 15 stolen bases, 276 average. Good for a WAR of 4.1. That's actually really interesting and impressive. I didn't really like using him too much either. Like, me personally, like, hitting with him wasn't as good. Tony Walters. I platooned at catcher this year, even though he could play second and short. Not bad of a hitter. Vision, discipline, and clutch are all pretty solid. Contact's okay. His power isn't there, but and he can field. he would start at catcher against lefties, which is weird considering he's better against righties, but I wanted to get Drew Butera in against righties. So either way, he played 105 games, 371 at bats. He got 106 hits, 12 home runs, 41 RBIs, stole 6 bases, and a 286 average. That's a platoon catcher, 3.9 WAR. That's pretty good. Raimel Tapia. This one surprises me. I thought he would break out more. 26 years old and be potential. I don't know. I just thought he'd break out more. Contact is good. It's pretty good. His hitting's alright. He was like my... I would say he was my 4th outfielder, just because I don't count Desmond, because Desmond was a platoon, and Desmond would also DH, and Desmond, with his fielding ability, wasn't always the one that I would, if I were in charge of every game every year, I wouldn't go to him as my 4th outfielder, because his fielding is so Tapia played 102 games, 58 hits and 198 3 at-bats is pretty good, 6 home runs, 31 RBIs, 5 stolen bags, a 301 average. Like, that's good. He's a bench player. So to get these numbers out of a bench player, 1.8 WAR, same as last year, I'll take that out of a bench player. Like, I'm okay with that. Yeah. Ian Desmond, interesting one here. I didn't realize how bad he was against righties, and then how pretty damn good he was against lefties. I'm also, I think, just now for the first time seeing that he could play center, left, right, or first, or short. Knowing that, I probably would have stuck him at first base against lefties, kept McMahon at second, and then kept Sam Hilliard in year-round. I'm kind of mad that I didn't realize that, and I think I'll have to try and remember that for when I'm playing on beginner, when I do my second run-through, because I would have done that, because then Murphy, who isn't the best against lefties, could have rode the bench, and Sam Hilliard could have played year-round in center, and then Tapia would have been my go-to 4th outfielder. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, but either way, his numbers were pretty bounce back. He only played 92 games, but 101 hits, pretty good. 24 home runs, which is his most since 2014, which I thought he played in Texas at one point. Okay, he did in 2016. I didn't realize he played more in Washington than anywhere, though. 66 RBIs. 320 average. Good for a WAR of 4.6. That is pretty impressive, the average for him. So I'll take that out of him. Drew Butera, my other platoon catcher, his overall went down to 71. He's been around the block for a while. His hitting isn't really all there anymore, but his fielding's still pretty decent. I liked him more than I liked Tony Wolters, though. He only played 75 games, but he got 86 hits, 12 home runs, 41 RBIs. I mean, this is a guy who's never hit more than 5 home runs in his career. Now all of a sudden he hit 12. He got 41 RBIs. Here's a guy who's never cracked 30 RBIs in his career, and he got 41. A 325 average. Here's a guy whose average, yeah, he's never really had the at-bats to really support his average, except for this year in 2011 in Minnesota. So like, either way, I'll take that 325 average. I'll take that. Good for a WAR of 2.6. Yeah, he got his, after all these years of negative WAR, negative WAR, negative WAR, negative WAR, and then 0.1s, 0.1s, 0.5s, especially a negative 2.1. He got a 2.6. You know, so he got his WAR positive. Sam Hilliard broke out for me. Sam Hilliard was a surprise. This was his first full year. You know, he played 27 games last year. I looked at him as a pretty solid guy against righties. Decent against lefties. Vision, discipline, and clutch are very low, but to me he was speed. I needed some guy to lead off, and decent enough fielding to play center field over Tapia and Desmond. But he broke out for me big time, especially in the playoffs, in the postseason. 122 games he played, 145 hits, 33 doubles, 28 home runs, 91 RBIs, stole 10 bases, 325 average though. Good for a WAR, 3.3. Love to see it. Got his overall up to 73. Daniel Murphy's overall went down to 75. The contact was still there, and that was about it, actually. I didn't use him anywhere other than second, or I didn't use him anywhere other than first base. Didn't start him at second or third ever. Didn't really ever think to. I mean, he was still okay. Like he went, his overall and his attributes went down, but his statistics didn't. His statistics went back to the Daniel Murphy of old. 149 games. He played all but 13 games. 171 hits, 35 doubles, 25 home runs. That ties his career high back in 2016. 25 home runs, 104 RBIs. That also ties his career high from 2016. The difference here, though, is the 333 average. Not as high as his 2016 career high when he went off, but his highest since then. So that's pretty cool to see. Good for a WAR of 5.1. Take that out of Daniel Murphy. That's definitely awesome. He was my number 6 hitter. You get these numbers out of a 6 hitter, you know, that's pretty good. 25 home runs, 104 RBIs. That's a number with that kind of an average. I'd love to see it. Ryan McMahon overall went up to 80. Gold player, A potential is only 25. He's gonna get better too. And he broke out for me. The game didn't want to start him sometimes at second base, and I said, nope, fuck that. He is in my lineup no matter what. And yeah, he broke out. So he was my number 7 hitter, sometimes 6, sometimes 7. 142 games, he missed 20 games, but he had 163 hits, 29 home runs, and even 100 RBIs, 333 average. That is awesome. Good for a WAR 3.4. Definitely take that. This kid's going to be great. And then we get to the big guns here. I will start with David Dahl. Then, yeah, I'll start with David Dahl. David Dahl saw his overall go up to 86. So he's diamond and pretty damn good hitter at that. Like really great contact, pretty decent power. And he broke out. He was my number 5 hitter through and through, except for when Desmond was against lefties. And even then, I probably should have stuck with David Dahl, but David Dahl broke out for me. 175 hits, 32 doubles, 30 home runs, 92 RBIs, 5 stolen bases, a 331 average out there in left field, good for a WAR of 6.4. That's teetering on MVP type numbers. I wouldn't say top 5 even. That's like, if he doesn't make the top 10, he deserves an honorable mention. He was great. I'll do Charlie Blackmon next. Charlie Blackmon's overall went down to 78. No longer even gold. I'm surprised his overall went down, because I believe his statistics would have say otherwise, but his contact was still great. His power was still decent. Everything was fine. His fielding, it's just his fielding's not good. Which is a surprise too. I thought he was a good fielder. But either way, he shined. He was pretty damn good for me as a 2 or 3 hitter, depending on who we were facing. Is lefty or righty. If he's a lefty on the mound, Blackmon hits second. If there's a righty on the mound, he hit third. Still scored 102 runs, got 169 hits, 35 doubles, 31 home runs, 98 RBIs, 10 stolen bags, a 294 batting average, good for a WAR of 2.0. Like, that's alright. That is definitely alright. I'll definitely take that. Could be a little bit better, but I'm definitely not going to complain. Actually, no. Even then, that's still fine. That is still more than fine. Trevor Story got his overall up to 94. Not only is he diamond, but he is one of the best in the game. I wish his numbers against righties would have went up, but his numbers against lefties were great. The hitting is still pretty good for him. His fielding is amazing. His speed is great. He shined for me. This game is not friendly to him for some reason, though. 166 hits. He scored 126 runs, 34 doubles, 35 home runs, 98 RBIs, 12 stolen bases, a 280 average. Good for a WAR over there at shortstop of 7.3. WAR-wise, that's got to be up there in top 10 for MVP, probably. But then we're talking MVP. We're talking Nolan Arenado. Nolan 99 overall Arenado. I knew his numbers against lefties were amazing, but I knew that I needed his numbers against righties to go up a little bit, and they did. 90 contact, 82 power. He is going to smash the ball no matter who he faces. One of the best fielders in the game, one of the best hitters in the game. And this, to me, this guy has to be the MVP. Because take a look at these numbers. He only missed 6 games, so 156 games. 132 runs scored, career high. 200 hits even, career high. 38 doubles, 6 triples, 58 home runs, career high. 156 RBIs, career high. 5 stolen bases, because why not? Career high. 345 average, career high. Good for a OPS, 1.159. Look at, he's always had a high OPS, but 1.159. Good for a WAR of 12.5. Oh my God, that is one of the greatest seasons of all time right there. A 12.5 WAR. Hold on a second, because I need to see this with my own eyes. Highest WAR in a season. That is literally, if you look at the top WAR seasons of all time, we'll look at top 23, I guess, because they're tied. Mookie Betts had a WAR of 10.6 in 2018, and that was considered to be one of the greatest seasons of all time. 12.5 would tie Nolan Arenado with Babe Ruth and Carl Yastrzemski in 3rd for all-time highest WAR in a single season. Number 1, Babe Ruth, 14.1. Number 2, Babe Ruth, 12.8. Number 3, Babe Ruth and Carl Yastrzemski, 12.5. Add Nolan Arenado right in there. That is unfucking believable. That type of fielding mixed with these numbers. 345 batting average, 156 RBIs, a 58 home run season. If he's not at the MVP, that's how I know this game is fucked, though, because he wouldn't win the MVP. So let's take a look at what happened in franchise. And the first thing I want to look at, actually, is looking at the calendar for the Cubs and Cardinals to figure out what happened at the end of their season. So it looks like the season ended on the 20. Did it end on the 20? Yeah, season ended on the 27th. Cubs and Cardinals have a 1-game playoff for something, which the Cardinals win. Then the Cardinals have a 1-game playoff with the Diamondbacks, which the Diamondbacks win. Then the Diamondbacks go on to the wild card game. Okay, so the Cardinals played a 1-game playoff with the Cubs to see who would. Must have been a 3-way, and the Diamondbacks got the bye. So it must have been a 3-way tie for the second wild card spot. Cubs and Cardinals played, and the Cardinals won. Then the Cardinals and Diamondbacks played in Arizona, and the Diamondbacks won. And then in the actual wild card game, it was Diamondbacks Dodgers, and the Dodgers won. Okay, let's take a look at our month. Take a look at our schedule, our games here. We lost 4 times in the month of July. That's unbelievable. We had a nice losing streak here. But oh my God, look at this winning streak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We had an 18-game winning streak at one point. That looks like our longest win streak of the season. Yeah, that was our longest winning streak of the season. Which is insane. Like, it's crazy. Awards. Playoff MVP is definitely David Dahl. I'd say he gets World Series MVP too, if you ask me. World Series MVP was actually Charlie Blackmon. He had a .471 average in the World Series. That's okay. I can respect that. Postseason MVP, absolutely David Dahl. Those are insane numbers. I'm surprised Arenado wasn't there and Blackmon was. Silver Sluggers. Didn't have any outfield Silver Sluggers. Trevor Story won one at shortstop. Seems deservedly so. Arenado won one at third base. You're damn right. Nolan Arenado had a Mookie Betts type year. Probably wins the MVP, Hank Aaron Award, Silver Slugger, Gold Glove, World Series. Doesn't get any World Series awards or postseason awards, but whatever. Any Gold Glovers? I'm guessing Arenado wins the Gold Glove. Arenado won the Gold Glove. Yep. That reign continues. And that's actually it. Okay. Hank Aaron Award. Christian Yelich actually got the Hank Aaron Award. See, they'll probably give the MVP to Yelich, who had 10 points higher in his batting average. But he had 7 less home runs and 10 less RBIs. And Arenado's a better fielder. What was Yelich's award? 9.8. Yeah. See, and Arenado had a higher WAR by almost 3 full points. Rookie of the Year, no. No reliever of the year in the NL, which is kind of weird. The batting title, yeah, went to Yelich. Daniel Murphy actually came close. He was 3rd. That's cool. Cy Young is Herman Marquis. Wow, I'm surprised. I didn't think the game would actually do it. Figured they'd probably give it to a guy like Scherzer because of the strikeouts. Probably Bumgarner's there, but whatever. Marquis, I think that's deserved. And the MVP, Nolan Arenado. And Marquis finished 3rd in the MVP votes. Wow. Yelich is fine as 2nd. I can see that. That's totally fine. But Nolan Arenado deserves that NL MVP. That's awesome. Love to see it. Love, love, love to see it. Okay. So that does it for Colorado. Colorado Rockies are world champs. Up next is Milwaukee. I think that'll be fun because I think that if I trade for pitching, I definitely need starting pitching. The bullpen is... I've got Josh Hader, so I need relief pitching, starting pitching, and then I'm going to need another bat in the lineup. I've got Yelich and Keston Hiura. I got Ryan Braun. I'm hoping for Yelich to absolutely shine. He's one of the best in the game. I'd say top 5. Trout, Betts, Yelich, Bellinger, and looking at the teams here, I would say, not counting pitchers. Counting pitchers, I think you'd probably have to throw DeGrom right now in there, actually, over Scherzer and over Cole. I'm trying to think of who else would be in the top. Top 5 would probably be Trout, Betts, Yelich, Bellinger, Acuna Jr. I think Ronald Acuna Jr. rounds out the top 5, deservedly so. So yeah, I'm hoping to get one more bat. Doesn't have to be anything crazy, I guess, because we do have some solid pieces in Milwaukee. But I definitely need to focus on getting starting pitching and then a little bit of bullpen help. I got Josh Hader at the back end. He's great, but he's also at the same time, which is weird. But all right, those are my thoughts on Milwaukee. I'll be next later on.